Picture this. Amid the misty seclusion of Meech Lake, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney charges forward with audacious demands, craving a prime cut of America's elite missile defense arsenal. But in a heartbeat, Donald Trump unleashes a devastating counter. No concessions, no handouts, just ironclad rules for his groundbreaking Golden Dome. This showdown isn't a mere diplomatic hiccup. It's a pulse-pounding revelation of clashing empires, stripping bare Canada's exposed frailties while Trump asserts unchallenged supremacy. Strap in as we dissect this electrifying saga of ambition and asymmetry, exposing the staggering tolls, delicious ironies, and unvarnished realities hidden in the haze of high-level talks. If global power struggles, strategic gambles, and epic twists ignite your curiosity, this deep dive will captivate you every step of the way. We're keenly conscious that we hold the power, if we opt in, to weave into the Golden Dome framework through savvy investments and alliances. It's a prospect we're intently exploring, vetted at elite tiers, albeit negotiating feels elusive. These boil down to tactical military calls framed in their realm, and we'll scrutinize them fittingly. Prime Minister Mark Carney stormed that crucial defense conclave at Meech Lake with unbridled grit, clamoring for a chunk of America's prized missile packs. He cast it as Canada's triumphant resurgence, seizing sovereignty with fervent resolve. At last, a bold stance, or was it? The very moment his bids landed, Trump barricaded the path with unyielding might. No pacts, no indulgences, and zero leeway on his iconic Golden Dome. At first glance, a standard policy tussle, but probe further, and it unmasks Carney's fragility alongside Canada's glaring deficits. His regime scrambles to procure prestige for armed forces gutted by prolonged disregard. It further illuminated Trump's piercing directness when partners arrive empty-handed in leverage. In Huntsville, Spacecom stands ready to lead the Golden Dome's erection, a paradigm-shifting missile fortress unprecedented in scope, luring aspirants worldwide. Canada dialed in urgently, aching for entry, with Trump teasing feasible pacts, exclusively his way. Yet this eclipsed one summit or bargain. Meech Lake sparked an expansive duel over wealth, clout, and safeguards that risks fraying Canada's defenses to tatters. While Carney simulates fortified bargaining, the chasm widens starkly. Unpack Carney's calculated maneuver. Within Meech Lake's tranquil confines, he launched a sweeping tale of Canada's revival. Surging defense funds, ironclad independence, and commanding international stature. Rhetoric designed to dazzle bulletins and airwaves. Alas, the illusion shatters on inspection. It diverges wildly from facts. Canada's military teeters on exhaustion, scraping by meagerly. Jets perpetually sidelined, fleets stalled for components, induction rates cratering, buried in shadows, mortified to surface. Ottawa's elite and D.C.'s Kanashini grasp this plight acutely. Eschewing internal reforms, Carney's ploy is snagging passage to Trump's Golden Dome, a gargantuan, wallet-shredding colossus that baffles even Pentagon planners in tallying. He hailed it as emancipation, but astute eyes spot the crutch, Canada bracing on U.S. prowess, bereft of solo capability. The bolder his sovereignty anthems, the brighter the vulnerabilities gleam. Self-preservation demands action. Hence our launch of the Over-the-Horizon Arctic Radar Initiative, a cornerstone in expansive shielding. Countless incentives favor American synergy here. Not always, but now, extending our NORAD bond. This poses as a logical progression. Talks persist dynamically. We'll chase them while they align with Canadian gains. Carney aimed for self-assured vibes via a $6 billion Arctic radar alliance with Australia, billing it as a northern fortress amid U.S. pivots. Compelling narrative, yet radar isolated halts, no sophisticated projectiles. Lacking U.S. blockers, it's chiefly ornamental. A opulent facade sans depth. The duplicity glares, decrying Washington dependency today, tomorrow fervently soliciting Golden Dome slots. Probe this fixation. Carney's zeal targets Trump's hallmark defense triumph, A sweeping missile veil blending satellites, cosmic scanners, and blockers, inflating to trillions long-term. For Trump, a supremacy stroke. For Carney, an essential anchor. Post-endless U.S. overlord critiques, he's dashing for inclusion. Satire unfolds organically. Aggravatingly, Canada's coffers run shallow. Antecedent to this, Carney's outfit balloon defense outlays billions to soothe NATO. Stacking Golden Dome necessitates slashes afar. Wellness aids, civic builds, core reliances. Resources aren't conjured. Whence the origin? Carney pitches futuristic ascent, but strip the gloss. Its scant leadership, mostly gripping U.S. sanctuary, autonomy unattainable. Cue Trump's ingenious pivot. Carney advanced hopeful, angling bargains, missile gigs, stage grips for home acclaim. You've pondered Canada as statehood. Updates? Trump's quip. Optimal for Canada. Their choice, though. Brace for steep duties, massive dome dues. They yearn participation. No favors, pure Trump edicts, and they're lavish. Camera climax. $71 billion autonomous, not as state 51. Ruthless artistry. Exceeding figures. A shaming spectacle of Ottawa's feebleness. Carney, sleekly attired with exalted autonomy orations, owns no riposte. Arithmetic unchallenged, reliance undeniable. Demoted to strained smirks, he withstands as Trump telegraphs planetary command, steering the chamber's pulse. Meant to depict Canada as peer ally, it bared Carney's snare. Trump morphed the instant into a blunt doctrine. Bargain leverage less, and dictates are mine. Embrace or exit. Truths now lacerate deeply. Carney vowed nationals astute safeguarding. A paupered vista, likely. Ottawa allocated $9.3 billion for mere Golden Dome adjacency, overlaying antecedent NATO billions. Origins? No fresh streams. Pillage from essentials. Health realms maxed, builds postponed anew. Offices order trims, slim pickings linger. Golden Dome defies singularity. Its endless siphon, yearly burdens escalating. Invoke Israel's Iron Dome, crafted versus salvos. Fantasize it turbocharged, planetary span, orbital inclusive, summing $175 billion, active term end.